Alright guys, what I got for you today is the ESEE Fire Kit. Now, this is a piece of gear I've actually been looking at for quite a while now. Since I ever became, since the first time I find out and learn about the ESEE company. After purchasing my first knife from them, I started going through the website and I came across this. And I thought it was a really neat idea. Now, I know a lot of you might be thinking this is just another fire steel, fire rod, whatever you want to call it. And you probably will be right, but the thing is, this one has some features that I thought will definitely be worth having with me at all times. Sorry for the cut. I cut myself last week with one of my knives. Sorry if my hands look kind of ugly. But anyway, the neat thing about this kit the ESEE makes is, besides not only having this really cool compartment for your cotton balls, if you want to have, whatever you want to call it, as you can see I've used some of them, is that it has a compass. Now, this is nothing new really. I've seen similar designs before, but this is one of the first kits that I actually really liked. The first time I came across something similar was with the Bear Grylls Fire Kit. As you can see, not only do they have the rod, but they have the striker, and this one also has a compartment for your cotton balls. Now, the problem that I have with this one is that this is a very small compartment. It only ends right about here, while the ESEE, besides being wider, it actually ends right about here, so you have more space. You can probably carry about 7, maybe 10 cotton balls if you really squeeze them in there. And the other problem that I had with the Bear Grylls ones was that this is not very secure, so as you can see, it can pop off by accident if the cord were to get snagged. But still a decent kit. But again, it was the first time I came across a similar idea. Now, besides having the compartments for your tinder or for your fishing kit or whatever you want to use it, it also comes with some instructions right here. Some survival tips. Now, I've heard a lot of people think that this is useless information, that you don't need it, but I actually find it very nice to have. If you know ESEE, you know that they are also a jungle survival training company, and they do classes and they teach you many skills for surviving and for escape and evasion for military personnel and law enforcement. So if they think that it's good to have this kind of information on your kit, then it's totally fine by me. Also, the Bear Grylls ones also has a similar concept, and like all other ESEE items, it comes with some survival tip cards. This one came with some basic survival skills, signaling, fire building, and how to use the striker. I mean, if you know how to use one of these before, if you use this one of these strikers before, you already know how to use them. Now, the compass, I've actually also heard some people say that what's the point of having such a small compass if a lot of them tend not to be accurate. But actually, I find this compass to be fairly accurate, or very accurate to be honest. Now, this is a military grade compass, and as you can see, it takes a little while to adjust. Oh, the compass is being affected by the other compass. Anyway, there you go. As you can see, they have the same bearing. Now, if I get closer to the other compass, it will lose its bearing. And then I have another one right here. This is my Sunton compass. I think that's how you pronounce the company's name. And this one's already adjusted for the inclination here in California. And as you can see, let me get this right. There you go. Pointing more or less in the same direction. Now, as you can see, this will affect other compasses, especially this one. See that? Which is something can be a little problematic if you don't pay attention to it. But the cool thing is that the rest of the compartment, they demagnetize it, or I don't know how you pronounce it, but it has no, this part of the compass of the kit itself has no effect on other compasses, while the compass area itself, it does. I'm not sure if it is because of the compass or because the metal on this casing is actually, it has not been demagnetized, or whatever you want to call it. The other really neat thing about this kit is that the rod itself is considerably thicker and wider than your average fire steel. I have a Light My Fire, fire striker, fire steel, fire rod, whatever you want to call it, and you can see the difference. So you're gonna get a lot more out of this, obviously, and it's going to last you longer. Now, quality wise, I mean, this obviously is very good, and I think both of this strike like the same amount of heat. They produce the same amount of sparks, which is totally fine. It's totally understandable. Now, I'll see if I can place a small clip of me lighting up some of the cotton balls that I have in here. I'll see if I can place the video in the middle of this video. If not, just go look for it somewhere else on my website. But yeah, anyway, the one thing I wish this had was a striker. You know, I wish it came with one, or like I've seen in some other fire kits, sometimes like a part of the kit itself is sharp enough to be used as a striker. But this was fixed. This was simply fixed by taking the striker from this original Light My Fire kit and using it with it. It's very sharp, and I really like that. And I don't have to use one of my knives, so I don't have to worry about the knife going dull. Actually, compared to the Bear Grylls one, the striker is sharper. This one's a little dull. I explained in another video that I don't like how dull this is, and I need to get a certain angle on the kit, on the rod. But with this one, I don't have much of the trouble at all. It works very well. Now, originally I also had a lanyard with it that was like this one, much brighter, as you can see. But I decided to go with thinner core, which I think it feels just more comfortable with the kit. It's not as stiff, and it feels better in my pocket. I do wish though that when I purchased it, I had received the olive green one instead of the black one. I feel like the black one probably be just a little bit easier to lose because of how dark it is. And if I can find core this bright that is thinner, I'll probably switch this out, because a black core, you know, a black lanyard is not exactly, it's not exactly as convenient as having this very bright one. But anyway, this kit is really nice to have, and I've really come to like it. As you can see, I've been using it quite often. If anything, just to mess around with it, just to see how well it will work on different conditions. And the compartment itself, I think, is a really neat idea, because it's big enough to carry not only your tinder, but maybe you can squish in like a couple of pails. No, or well, you take out the tinder and put the pills in there. And I've seen actually people put fishing kits inside, which I do think is big enough. So what this does for me is not only does it replaces my Bear Grylls fire kit or the other Light My Fire kit. I like this one. This one is fine, but if I can replace this while at the same time being able to carry my tinder with it and having a backup compass, because usually I will carry this in my backpack and I'll have this other one in my pocket, just, you know, just as a safety measure. But if I can have another compass here, just in case, you know, just in case I really need it, or just to double check on these ones, because as you can see, compass can be affected by different materials. I think that's really worth having it. It's a little fat, it's a little big, and it's a little pricey too. It costs about $30. I got mine for 28 bucks. I've seen them go between $32, $24. I got mine for 28 bucks free shipping, which was really neat for me. But yeah, I actually think it's worth it. So if you guys have been looking at this kit and wondering about it, I'll say go for it. You know, it's totally worth it. But anyway, I think that's it for now, guys. I guess I'll talk to you later.